Imagine a long, dusty road that goes on forever. The sun is super hot, shining down like a big yellow spotlight. This is where our story starts, right in the middle of nowhere, with a woman named Sarah Miller. Sarah drives a huge truck, the kind that carries stuff like toys, food, or clothes all across the country. If you saw her, you might not even look twice. She's quiet, she's tough, and she looks pretty normal, just another person doing her job. People passing by in their cars probably think, oh, she's just a truck driver. Nothing special. But guess what? They're so wrong. Sarah has a secret, a big, loud, barking secret hiding in the back of her truck. What is it? Don't worry, I'll tell you soon. For now, just know that this regular day is about to get wild, and no one, not even Sarah, knows what's coming next. Let's set the scene a little more. Sarah's truck is big and shiny, with giant wheels that rumble over the bumpy road. She's been driving for hours, all by herself, with nothing but the radio to keep her company. The highway is super empty, just sand and rocks on both sides, with the sun making everything look wavy and hot. Sarah's got short brown hair tied back, and she's wearing a plain blue shirt and jeans. She doesn't talk much, but her eyes are sharp, like she's always watching, always ready. People might think she's boring because she doesn't smile a lot or wave at other drivers. But that's because Sarah has a job to do, and she's good at it. She's hauled boxes and crates all over big cities, small towns, you name it. Everyone sees her as just another trucker, someone who blends in. But oh boy, are they in for a surprise. See, Sarah isn't like other drivers. She's got something special, something nobody knows about yet. It's not just her truck or the stuff she's carrying, it's what's hiding in the back. Picture this, behind her seat, past the boxes and bags, there's a secret space. And in that space, something's waiting. Something alive. Something with fur and teeth and a bark that could scare anyone. But I won't spill the beans just yet. That's the fun part, you've got to keep listening to find out what it is. All you need to know right now is that Sarah's day is about to flip upside down, and it's going to be a ride you won't forget. Let's rewind a bit and talk about Sarah. She's been driving trucks for a while now. Maybe a year, maybe two. She likes it because it's quiet and she gets to be alone. Growing up, Sarah wasn't the loud kid who ran around yelling. She was the one sitting in the corner, watching everyone else, figuring things out. People didn't notice her much back then either, and that was fine with her. She learned how to stay calm, how to keep going even when things got tough. And trust me, things got tough sometimes. Before she was a trucker, Sarah had a different life, one full of action and danger. But that's a story for later. Right now, she's just driving along, minding her own business, with the sun burning down and the road stretching out ahead. So there she is, rolling down this dusty highway. The air is hot, and the truck's engine hums like a big, sleepy giant. Sarah's hands are steady on the wheel, and she's got a little water bottle next to her because it's so dry out there. Everything seems normal, right? Just another day on the job. The kind of day where nothing exciting happens, and you just keep going until it's time to stop. That's what the other drivers think when they see her. That's what the people at the gas stations think when she pulls in to fill up her tank. Oh, it's just Sarah, they say. Nothing to see here. But they don't know what's coming. They don't know that today isn't going to be like all the other days. Something big is about to happen, and Sarah's right in the middle of it. Here's where it gets fun. Sarah's truck isn't empty. Sure, she's got boxes and stuff she's supposed to deliver, but there's more. In the back, behind a little curtain, there's a secret she's been keeping. It's not a treasure chest full of gold or a box of candy, nope, it's way cooler than that. It's something that moves. Something that listens to her. Something that's ready to jump out when the time is right. Can you guess what it might be? Maybe you're thinking it's a person hiding back there, or a robot, or even a magic trick. But I'll give you a hint, it's got 4 legs and a tail. Still not sure? That's okay. The best part of a story is waiting to find out, right? And trust me, when you do, your jaw's going to drop. By now, you're probably wondering, why does Sarah have the secret? Why doesn't she tell anyone? Well, Sarah's smart. She knows that sometimes it's better to keep things quiet until the right moment. She's not the kind of person who brags or shows off. She waits. She watches. And when the time comes, she's ready. That's what makes her different from everyone else on this highway. While other drivers are honking their horns or speeding by, Sarah's got a plan. She's got something up her sleeve or, well, in her truck. And soon, some very unlucky people are going to find out what it is. So, let's wrap up this part. Sarah's driving along, just another trucker on a hot, dusty road. The sun's high, the air's dry, and everything seems calm. But it's not. Something's brewing. Something's about to shake up this boring day and turn it into a crazy adventure. Sarah doesn't know it yet, but trouble's coming her way big, loud trouble on two wheels. And when it gets here, she's not going to run or hide. Nope, she's going to face it head on, with her secret ready to burst out and change everything. What's the secret? How's it going to happen? Stick with me, because this story's just getting started, and it's going to be a wild one. That's where we leave Sarah for now, cruising down the highway, all alone, with no idea what's around the corner. But don't go anywhere, because the next part's going to bring the action. Before we move on, let me ask you, have you ever had a secret that surprised everyone when they found out? Maybe something small, like a hidden talent, or something big, like Sarah's got. Drop it in the comments, I'd love to know. Oh, and tell me where you're watching from today. This story's for you, and I can't wait to see what you think. Sarah's been driving her big truck for hours. The sun is hot, the road is dusty, and she's all alone, just her and the hum of the engine. Everything's quiet, almost boring, until trouble shows up. And I mean real trouble. Out of nowhere, a bunch of bikers roar onto the highway. These aren't nice guys on bikes. Nope, they're a gang, mean, loud, and looking for fun in all the wrong ways. They're wearing black leather jackets that shine in the sun, and their bikes make a noise so loud it shakes the ground. When they see Sarah's truck, their eyes light up like they've found a new toy. They pick her as their next target, and that's when things start to get messy. The bikers zoom around her truck like bees buzzing a flower. They're fast, swerving in front of her, cutting her off so she has to slow down. Their engines growl and sputter, and they're laughing big, loud laughs that echo over the empty road. It's like a game to them, a silly, mean game where they get to pick on someone. Sarah's just trying to do her job, but they don't care. They see her all alone in her big truck and think, oh, this'll be easy. They don't know who she is, and they don't know what she's got hiding. But they're about to find out they messed with the wrong person. Leading this pack of troublemakers is a guy named Rex. He's the boss of the bikers, and you can tell right away he's bad news. He's got a mean grin on his face, like the kind of smile a wolf might have before it chomps something. His hair is messy, sticking out under his helmet, and his eyes are sharp and nasty. He rides his bike right up to Sarah's window, close enough that she can hear him over the noise. "Hey, sweetheart," he yells, his voice dripping with sass. "Lost your way? This ain't no place for a little lady." Then he laughs, a big, ugly laugh, and the other bikers join in. They howl like a bunch of wild dogs, revving their bikes louder just to show off. Sarah doesn't say anything back. She doesn't yell or cry or wave her fist. She just grips the steering wheel tighter, her knuckles turning white. Her jaw is set hard, like she's biting down on something tough. She's mad, sure, but she's not scared, not even a little. See, Sarah's dealt with jerks like this before. Guys who see a woman driving a truck and think she's weak or dumb or easy to pick on. They look at her and figure she's just some quiet lady who can't fight back. Oh, how wrong they are. Sarah's tougher than they think, and she's got a trick up her sleeve they'll never guess. But for now, she stays calm, letting them laugh, letting them think they're winning. The bikers don't stop. They keep circling her truck, darting in and out, trying to make her mad or scared. One of them even bangs his hand on the side of her truck, leaving a dusty mark. Another tosses a pebble that pings off her window. It's loud and annoying, and most people would lose it, maybe honk the horn or pull over and beg them to stop. Not Sarah. She keeps driving, her eyes locked on the road. She's used to this kind of nonsense. She's seen rude people before, heard mean words, and felt that sting of being treated like she's nothing. But every time, she's come out on top. These bikers don't know it yet, but they're poking a bear with some very sharp claws. Inside the truck, it's hot and quiet, except for the bikers' noise outside. Sarah's got her window cracked open a little, just enough to feel the breeze. That's how Rex's words get in, bouncing around her ears. Little lady, he called her. She almost wants to laugh at that. Little lady. If only he knew. She's not some helpless girl lost on the road. She's Sarah Miller, and she's got a past that would make Rex run crying to his mommy. But she doesn't tell him that. She doesn't need to. Words won't fix this, they'll just figure it out the hard way soon enough. The bikers keep at it, getting bolder. They weave closer to her truck, their tires kicking up dirt that swirls in the air. Rex rides up again, leaning toward her window. What's the matter, huh? Too scared to talk, he shouts, grinning like he's so clever. The others cheer him on, whooping and hollering. They think they're so tough, so cool, like kings of the highway. To them, Sarah's just a mouse, and they're the cats ready to pounce. They don't see the fire in her eyes or the way her lips twitch, almost like a tiny smile. She's not scared, she's waiting. Waiting for the right moment to turn this game upside down. Sarah's been alone on the road a lot, and she's learned one big thing: don't let jerks like this get to you. She's had truckers honk at her, people cut her off, and rude guys yell stuff just because she's a girl. Every time, she's stayed cool. She doesn't scream or cry, she just keeps going. That's her strength. She knows she's not weak, even if they think she is. And these bikers? They're making the same mistake so many others have. They see her quiet face and her big truck and think she's an easy target. But quiet doesn't mean weak. Quiet can mean strong, stronger than they can even imagine. The tension is building now. The bikers are louder, wilder, like a storm getting ready to break. Sarah's truck rumbles along, steady and slow, while they zip around like crazy. Rex keeps smirking, tossing more mean words her way. Come on, sweetheart, say something, he yells. The others laugh again, thinking they've got her trapped. But Sarah's not trapped. She's in control. She knows something they don't, and it's sitting right behind her, ready to jump out when she says so. What is it? Oh, you'll see soon. For now, she lets them have their fun, lets them think they're the bosses. Because when the truth comes out, that laughter's going to turn into screams. So here's where we are: Sarah's driving, calm and steady, while these loud, mean bikers try to ruin her day. They're laughing, shouting, and acting like they own the road. Rex is the worst, with his nasty grin and rude words. They think she's weak, just a little lady they can push around. But Sarah's tougher than they know, and she's got a secret they'll wish they never found. The air feels tight, like something big is about to happen. And it is. Those bikers picked the wrong truck to mess with, and they're about to learn that the hard way. Stick around, because this story's heating up fast. The bikers don't quit. Not even close. They stick to Sarah's truck like glue, following her for miles and miles down the dusty highway. Their bikes roar and rumble, making a racket that fills the air. They're not just riding along, though they're being mean. Really mean. They grab empty soda cans from their bags and chuck them at her truck. Clank. Clank. The cans bounce off the metal sides, leaving little dents and scratches. Sometimes they throw them hard, trying to hit her window. They swerve close, too, cutting in front of her, forcing her to slow down or jerk the wheel. They want her off the road, stuck in the dirt, out of their way. It's like a big, loud bully party, and Sarah's the one they're picking on. Most people would freak out if this happened to them. Imagine you're driving along, and a bunch of noisy bikers start throwing stuff at your car. You might get scared, right? Maybe your hands would shake, or you'd pull over fast and wave your arms, begging them to stop. Some drivers might even cry or yell for help. But not Sarah. Nope. She's different. She keeps driving, steady as a rock. Her hands don't shake. Her heart doesn't race. She's calm, super calm, like this is just another day for her. Her eyes flick up to the rearview mirror every few seconds, quick little glances, checking something behind her. What's she looking at? Oh, we'll get to that soon. For now, just know she's not scared. Not one bit. The bikers keep going, getting wilder. They laugh louder, shout meaner things, and toss more cans. One flies so close it almost hits her windshield, bouncing off with a loud thud. Another biker zooms up beside her and bangs his fist on her door, bam, like he's trying to break in. They're having fun, acting like big shots, thinking they've got her trapped. But Sarah's not trapped. She's watching them, waiting. Every time they yell or throw something, she just grips the wheel a little tighter and keeps her truck rolling. She's not running away. She's not begging. She's staying right where she is, letting them think they're winning. Why? Because she knows something they don't. Here's where it gets interesting. Inside her truck, something's happening. It's quiet at first, so quiet the bikers don't notice. Their engines are too loud, their laughs too big. But Sarah hears it. In the back of her cab, behind her seat, there's a sound. It's low, like a rumble you feel more than hear. Growls. Deep, rumbling growls, like thunder far away on a stormy day. They're soft, sneaky, hiding under all the noise outside. The bikers can't hear them, not with their bikes screaming and their voices shouting. But Sarah can. She's got sharp ears, and she knows exactly what that sound means. It's coming from her secret, the one she's been hiding this whole time. What's growling back there? You might be guessing now. Maybe it's a machine or a radio or something boring. Nope. It's alive. It's big. And it's not happy. Sarah knows it's there, and that's why she's not scared. While the bikers mess with her, she listens to those growls, and a tiny smile starts to pull at her lips. It's not a big grin, just a little smirk, like she's got a joke they don't get yet. She leans forward a bit, muttering under her breath so only she can hear. "Keep it up, boys," she says, her voice low and steady. "You're digging your own graves, whoa." What does that mean? Graves. That sounds serious. She's not just annoyed, she's warning them, even if they can't hear it. Something's coming, and it's going to be bad for those bikers. The highway stretches on, hot and empty. The bikers don't stop their game. They're like a pack of wild dogs, yipping and snapping, chasing her truck down the road. One of them throws a can that hits her side mirror, making it wobble. Another speeds up and cuts her off so close she has to tap the brakes. They're pushing harder now, trying to break her, trying to make her give up. But Sarah doesn't break. She doesn't give up. She's like a wall, strong, tall, and not moving. Her eyes keep flicking to that mirror, watching, waiting. The growls in the back get a tiny bit louder, and her smirk grows a tiny bit bigger. She's not just driving anymore, she's getting ready. Let's think about this for a second. Why isn't she scared? Most people would be. These bikers are big, loud, and mean. There's a whole gang of them, and she's all alone. Or, is she? Those growls tell us something. She's got help the bikers don't know about yet. It's her secret weapon, tucked away in the back of her truck, waiting for the right moment. She's not worried because she knows she's not really alone. Whatever's growling back there, it's on her side. And it's mad at the bikers for being so rude. Sarah's not the weak one here. They are, even if they don't see it yet. The bikers keep pushing, thinking they're so tough. They don't notice her smirk or hear the growls. They're too busy laughing, too busy throwing stuff and yelling mean names. "Hey, lady, why don't you quit?" one shouts. "Go home, little girl," another calls. They think she's nothing, just a quiet truck driver they can scare off. But every can they throw, every mean word they yell, it's making her secret more restless. The growls rumble deeper, like a storm getting closer. Sarah's truck shakes a little, not from the bikers, but from whatever's back there. It's awake now. It's listening. And it's ready to move when Sarah says so. By now, the tension's thick. The bikers are wild, the road's long, and Sarah's still cool as ice. She's not yelling back or speeding away. She's letting them dig deeper, letting them make it worse for themselves. Her eyes flick to the mirror again, and she nods, just a tiny nod, like she's talking to someone. Or something. "Not yet," she whispers. "Soon." The growls answer her, low and steady, like they understand. The bikers don't hear a thing. They don't know they're running out of time. They don't know they're about to meet something that'll wipe those laughs right off their faces. So here we are, the bikers are harassing Sarah, thinking they've got her beat. They're throwing cans, cutting her off, acting like kings of the road. But Sarah's not panicking. She's watching, smirking, listening to the growls in the back. Something's about to happen, something hairy, something wild. What's back there? Why is it growling? And what's Sarah waiting for? Don't go anywhere, because this story's about to explode, and it's going to be a hairy, scary mess for those bikers. The bikers have been mean for miles, but now they go too far. They're done playing on the road, they want to trap Sarah and really scare her. They zoom around her truck, forcing her to slow down and pull off the highway. She ends up at an old, empty gas station. The pumps are rusty, the windows are cracked, and there's no one around, just sand and tumbleweeds. The bikers circle her truck like hungry wolves, their engines growling loud. They're closing in, ready to pounce. Sarah sits in her cab, watching them through the window. She's still calm, but her eyes are sharp. She's had enough of their nonsense. Rex, the leader with the mean grin, jumps off his bike. He struts over to her truck, acting like he's the king of everything. His boots kick up dust, and that cocky smile is plastered on his face. He bangs his fist on her door, bang bang bang, hard enough to make it shake. "Time to teach you a lesson, princess," he sneers, his voice loud and nasty. The other bikers cheer and laugh, revving their bikes to make more noise. They think they've won. They think Sarah's scared and helpless, stuck there with nowhere to run. They're wrong, oh, so wrong. This is the moment Sarah's been waiting for, and she's about to show them who's really in charge. Sarah doesn't yell back or beg. She doesn't even flinch. Instead, she takes a deep breath, grabs the door handle, and swings it open. Whoosh. She steps out of the truck, slow and steady, like she's not worried at all. Her boots hit the ground with a soft thud, and she stands tall, calm, strong, fearless. The bikers see her and laugh even harder. "Look at her," one shouts. "She thinks she's tough," another yells. Rex crosses his arms, smirking like he's about to have the best day ever. They don't know it yet, but that laughter's about to stop fast. Sarah looks at them, her face cool and steady. She doesn't say a word at first. She just stares, letting them giggle like silly kids. Then, she puts two fingers to her lips and whistles. It's a sharp, loud sound, tweet tweet, that cuts through the air like a knife. The bikers freeze for a second, confused. What's she doing? Why's she whistling? They don't have time to figure it out, because right then, something amazing happens. The back of her truck, the secret spot behind the curtain, bursts open with a loud bang. Out jump two huge dogs, and I mean huge. They're German shepherds, big and strong, with shiny black and tan fur and eyes that mean business. These aren't regular dogs you'd see chasing a ball in the park. No way. These are military K9s, super smart, super tough dogs trained for serious stuff like fighting bad guys. They leap out of the truck and land on the ground with a thud, their paws kicking up dust. Their ears are up, their tails are stiff, and they're ready to move. The bikers stop laughing. Their mouths drop open, and their eyes get wide. Rex's big, dumb grin disappears like someone wiped it off with a rag. The dogs growl deep, scary growls that rumble like thunder and show their sharp, white teeth. They're not here to play. They're here to protect Sarah, and they don't like these bikers one bit. Sarah stands there, cool as ever, watching the dogs and the bikers. She crosses her arms and finally speaks. "Meet my partners," she says, her voice smooth and steady. "They don't like bullies either." Whoa. Partners. That's right, these dogs aren't just random pets. They're her team, her backup, her secret weapon. Sarah used to be their handler, the person who trained them and worked with them in tough, dangerous places. They're loyal to her, and they listen to every word she says. The bikers didn't know that. They thought she was alone, weak, easy to pick on. Now they're staring at two big, snarling dogs, and they're not so tough anymore. The dogs move fast. One steps toward Rex, growling low, its eyes locked on him. The other stands by Sarah, ready to jump at anyone who gets too close. Their fur bristles, and their teeth gleam in the sunlight. The bikers stumble back, tripping over their own feet. "Whoa, whoa, call them off," one yells, his voice shaky. Another drops his soda can, and it rolls away in the dirt. Rex tries to keep his cool, but his hands are up, and he's backing away slow. "Okay, lady, we were just kidding," he says, but his voice cracks. He's not grinning now, he's sweating. The tables have turned, and Sarah's the one in charge. Let's talk about these dogs for a second. They're not fluffy little puppies. They're big, taller than your waist if you're a kid, and heavy, with muscles that show under their fur. They've got long snouts and pointy ears that hear everything. These German Shepherds were trained by the military, which means they know how to chase, tackle, and even bite if they have to. Sarah worked with them before she became a trucker, back when she had a different job, one full of action and danger. They've been with her ever since, hiding in her truck, waiting for a day like this. And now they're out, standing by her side, ready to teach these bikers a lesson they'll never forget. The gas station is quiet now, except for the dogs' growls and the bikers' scared breathing. The engines are off, the laughter's gone. Sarah looks at Rex, her eyes steady and strong. "You wanted to teach me something," she says, raising an eyebrow. "Go ahead. Try." Rex doesn't move. He can't. The dog in front of him is snarling, its lips curled back, showing teeth that could chomp through anything. The other bikers are huddled together, looking like they want to run but don't know where to go. They thought Sarah was a princess they could push around. Now they see she's a queen and she's got her guards ready to fight. This is it, the big moment. The bikers pushed too far, and Sarah's secret is out. Those growls they didn't hear? They were these dogs, waiting for her whistle. That smirk she had. It was because she knew they were there. She wasn't alone, and she wasn't scared. She had her partners, her military K9s, and they're not messing around. Rex and his gang picked the wrong truck, the wrong woman, the wrong day. Now they're stuck, surrounded by two furry heroes who don't like bullies any more than Sarah does. What happens next? Oh, it's going to be good, real good. Stick around, because this story's not over yet. Everything goes crazy fast. 1 second, the bikers are laughing and acting tough. The next, Sarah's big dogs are charging at them like lightning. The bikers freak out, scrambling to get away. They trip over each other, falling in the dirt, their boots kicking up dust. Rex, the big tough leader, tries to run. He's fast, but not fast enough. One of the German Shepherds leaps and tackles him, bam, right to the ground. The dog pins him there, standing over him with a deep growl that says, "Move and you're in big trouble." Rex's face goes white. He's not grinning anymore. He's stuck, and that dog's not letting him up. The other bikers aren't doing much better. They drop their cool guy act quick. No more shouting, no more throwing cans, just scared faces and shaky voices. "Please, lady, call them off," one yells, holding his hands up like a shield. Another drops to his knees, begging, "We didn't mean it." They're not tough now. They're like little kids caught being naughty, hoping Sarah will save them from her furry helpers. Those dogs are big and scary, with sharp teeth and loud barks. The bikers don't stand a chance, and they know it. Sarah stands there, arms crossed, watching them squirm. She's not mad or yelling, just calm, like always. She looks at Rex, pinned under the dog, and at the others, all huddled and scared. "You wanted to play," she says, her voice steady. "Now you're gonna apologize loudly." The bikers blink, surprised. Apologize? They don't want to, but those dogs are staring them down with eyes that could freeze water. They've got no choice. One by one, they start muttering, "Sorry." It's quiet at first, but Sarah raises an eyebrow, and the dogs growl louder. "Louder," she says. "Sorry," they shout, their voices cracking. Their big egos crushed flat under those piercing dog stares. Finally, Sarah's had enough. She puts her fingers to her lips and whistles tweet tweet, sharp and clear. The dogs stop growling right away. They turn and trot back to her, tails wagging just a little. They sit by her side, tall and proud, like perfect soldiers. Rex scrambles up, brushing dirt off his jacket, but he doesn't look at her. The other bikers grab their bikes, heads down, not saying a word. They limp away, some holding sore arms, others just embarrassed. Their loud engines start up, but it's not a tough sound anymore, it's a sad one. They ride off, tails between their legs, leaving the gas station quiet again. Sarah watches them go, then turns to her dogs. She pats their heads, smiling a little. "Good job," she whispers. Then she climbs back into her truck, slow and steady, like nothing big happened. The door shuts with a click, and she starts the engine. The highway's hers again, wide, open, and free. The bikers are gone, and everyone who saw knows one thing: don't mess with Sarah. She's tough, her dogs are tougher, and the road belongs to them now. Justice is served, and it feels great. And that's the story, friends. Sarah and her awesome K9s flipped everything around, and those bikers didn't see it coming. Sometimes, the strongest people don't look strong. They're quiet, hiding their power, waiting for the right time to shine. Sarah looked like just a truck driver, but she had toughness and teeth nobody knew about. So next time you meet someone, don't judge them too fast. You might think you know them, but maybe you don't. They could be hiding something amazing, like Sarah and her dogs. Real strength doesn't always yell at weights, then surprises you. What about you? Have you ever met someone who shocked you with how tough or cool they were? Maybe a friend, a teacher, or even yourself. Tell me in the comments, I'd love to hear your stories. Sarah showed us that quiet can be mighty, and I bet you've got some surprises too. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you in the next story. Stay awesome, and keep watching for the unexpected.